Hello, good evening. I hope you're doing all very well. Hey, Chester Cheeto, I'm glad that I see you again, buddy. You were acting like a feral amongst your It was humiliating. You would have fun with me when you come out, don't worry. Uh, what did I want to do now? To show you something. Something not nice, but then we can go to something nice. But this was weird, really weird. I want to share it with you. Look at the mother. The mother sells her baby for $500. Imagine that. Imagine what a world we live in today. Can you imagine this? Me, I cannot. We're gonna go through it quickly, and then we go to something next. But this I want to share because I share what I like, what I find. This is my channel. I share about what I find interesting and what I can teach you, and so on and so forth. It's not just like girl world and putting people down, and no, it's a little bit of everything, but not negative and not in a bad light, not like going in a bad dark light. No, why would you want to do that in your life? Why would anybody want to mess with evil, with hate, and with bad light and with all that? Why would anyone want to do that? Does that make them feel cool? It's not good in life to do that. It's not. You shouldn't be proud of like I'm evil. No, it's nothing to be proud about. Nothing at all. These people are weird for me in my minds. Those people that are so evil within themselves inside. And there's many out there, and I'm not going to put names, but you know yourself the names. It is for me amazing, like, oh God. But yeah, I talk about many things. So now I want to just look at this, how this is possible.
She said, and she put it out in the news. No, I would never sell my child. And she said,
I should be ashamed. Yeah, I'm not ashamed at all.
Is she crazy?
March 2024.
You know what? I will tell you something, you little fucking moron. The thing is, you guys say make life. Well, I make life and then I make it entertaining. I know how to behave. Don't you worry. I look around my surroundings. You see that when I see there's people, I always go to a secluded area to talk to the phone to the people. So don't give me shit now that you don't go live, you don't show anything. And when I do, I try. And also to make it, somehow entertaining, not just to show the roads, to also speak to you. Then it's like you act like a fool. Fuck off, In the end of the day, I don't give a shit what you say. I know who I am and how I am, and it's fine. I don't care what you think. The last thing that I care about is what you think. I'm just letting you know what I think.
Abandoned her entirely. But what sounds like an open and shut
Look at
case
this
takes a
woman.
twisted turn when the mother accuses the woman of orchestrating a plot to steal their baby. The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. On the afternoon of March 5th, 2024, a woman comes into the Palatka, Florida Police Department with an 18-month-old baby on her shoulder and an extraordinary story.
They were some clothes like I was gonna wipe her off, but we didn't want to wipe her off. We should take pictures of her because she was
Chester Cheeto. What a name you take yourself there. How can a mother, just put her child away like that? Isn't that weird?
The woman is an employee at HR Block, and she says she was getting ready to close last night when a client named Jessica came in with her baby daughter.
She left it somewhere or something happened. So I got ready to put her stuff in, and I waited. And she was like, point that about it. Like, I can't get her hands. I thought, I don't know, I didn't know these are things. So she's not saying that because I don't know. She put it at her back. And the way behind the scenes, I don't know what it's getting on. So she's not here. And like, she's here. So I called the police.
She says she waited until police arrived and then went home for the night, unaware that her involvement with this woman was far from over.
This morning I came 7 a.m. She was under the lawn. Jessica was laying on the ICU. And she was in a Dollar General's butt. And it was dripping. She was asleep and the baby was in her heart. I said, you need help. Like, you need to call me so they can help you. And she said, no, don't worry about it. And she snatched her daughter out of the top part.
The woman says that Jessica left at that point. Not long after, someone at a nearby restaurant calls the police to complain about a woman and her baby walking around asking for food. The responding officer finds Jessica inside, annoyed that someone reported her.
They were worried about the baby. Because she's throwing a tantrum.
Look what this mother now says. Look what she says.
What are you going through now? As far as housing, why are you looking for emergency housing? kid. If you can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got everything that statement now. Female foundation, I'll bring some stuff for the baby. She'll be over here.
You know, just because the baby's cries doesn't mean that
Listen,
they're in trouble.
do you see this? This is amazing. Do you hear what this woman just said? Just so you know, because a baby cries doesn't mean that they're in trouble. Isn't that weird? Isn't that the most fucked up thing that you've heard in a long time? It is for me, you know. Wow.
No, sure, you have kids.
I do. I have a son and a stepdaughter.
I can't even believe this. Is that risky for my child?
Yeah, they're going to do that.
The victim's advocate arrives with her assistance, but Jessica is wary of their motives. Jessica
It's amazing,
says
isn't it?
help these women brought for her, but she doesn't let her guard down entirely.
Oh yeah, I just want to show you that this. I don't want to go through the whole story because it's a sad and sick story. It's not funny, but I just was so very amazed to see this today, and I'm like, I have to show it to you also that what's going on in the world today. Look at these ladies' nails. Why do I don't understand women that have nails like this? Look at this. Isn't it weird to you, these nails? It's just too long, too much. I don't even know how these women can wash dishes or okay, maybe not wash dishes, but do anything, you know? Look at the nails. Look at the nails. Do you think this is nice? How can anybody think that this is attractive or sexy or anything like that? Tell me.
She said, have her. And she put it down in the leaves. And I said, are you serious? This at this point, baby, that she was walking. Well, can I grab her? And I picked her up and I said, I'm not kidding you, away. She said, well, just have her because it's just.
Look.
The woman's account nearly defies
The
belief.
woman, just take the baby and look at how the woman reacts now. What is up with the nails? Does anybody have these nails, you know, so long and tell me how they do it? How do you do things, you know, with nails so long? I cannot imagine it.
Police speak to Jessica a couple of days later. They hear a story that could turn the entire case upside down.
Look how she speaks very quickly, and then let's move to her reaction.
Jessica says that although she was reluctant at first, she ultimately agreed to hand her daughter over for the night.
Hand the daughter over for the night.
Jessica paints herself as a caring mother who was tricked into giving up her baby, which is a far cry from the story police heard at the station.
Okay, so yeah, this is basically what happened. I didn't see the ending myself.
Not only is Jessica's story completely different, she tells the detectives that she knows exactly what's going on here.
So this woman says that she's saying that somebody in her family wants her child. It's so ridiculous, the story. And hired this other woman with the lady with the long nails and pink hair, hired that woman to kidnap the child. It's ridiculous, the story. It's crazy how what people exist. She said she was set up.
At the police station, the woman does express an interest in keeping the child, though it doesn't seem
So
to
this
come
one
from a
wants
place
to
of
keep the
malice.
child. Imagine how nice. The lady with the pink hair, she wants to keep the child. Isn't that sweet? Look at this. Wait, I didn't see the chat. Hi, Irene. I'm so glad to see you. How are you doing?
But as far as Jessica's
Nice
concerned,
to see
there's
you,
no reason why
Irene.
her daughter can't be with her.
Yes, okay, fine. So this is the point. It's a very sad.
Just a year prior, when she failed to notify the board of nursing that she pled no contest to a disorderly conduct charge. But the detectives are only concerned about Jessica's current story, which seems to have a couple of significant problems. Jessica's stated timeline would put this at approximately 8 p.m. However, the detectives know that she was banned from H&R Block at 11:30 in the morning. Jessica says that Crystal took custody of the baby on Tuesday night, which would have been impossible.
Okay, basically it's a story. We're not following the story.
Against her child, including
Fine.
unlawful desert.
We finished with this. This is terrible. I find, and I don't understand how it exists in the world. honestly. Uh, Not everybody should be allowed to make children. I think like driving license. I know it sounds crazy, but I think that making children should be like when you get the driving license, that have to get approval to get a child, to have a child, to make a child. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I don't know. That's what I would do. That you have to say, you have to go to somewhere, and then you have to say that me and partner want to have, or me alone, it doesn't matter, me partner, but me, I want to have a child. And then you get checked, the person checks, your situation, like this, your records, this, and then they say, yeah, it's okay, you can have a child, you should have a child. But not everybody should be able to have children, because you see what happens with this, you know what I mean? You see what, me, this is just my imagination, my idea. Now let's go to something cute, yeah? Not, I have something strange again, but we have to jump, vary it a little bit. Something strange, something weird, and then I don't, to make it interesting. I do my best. In the end, guys, the thing is, the phone interrupted on the train, not on the train, in the Straßenbahn. I don't know how you call that in English. There's no name for Straßenbahn. And the phone died. And I thought, to say hello and to talk about these things. Because the thing is that I don't want to just do my content outside. It should be mixed, I should still have my mix there. I should still have, like before. Honestly, I will tell you, I really kind of miss. I like it here very much, but I miss. I also miss I miss Ohio. Let's put it like, I miss the cat. I miss the cat very much, and I was, how to say. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. I like it here, but it was more. No, let's put it like this. I know exactly what it is, and I can explain. I can give myself answers. It is because there it was cozy and warm, and familiar, and I felt warm. And here I like it. But I'm not yet. I don't feel at home yet, and my apartment is, everything is old and dirty, and I have to, like do a heavy cleaning, which I don't even know if I want to do, because in the end of the day. But let's not talk about cleaning. But the thing is it is it is just very, unfamiliar, and there's no cat around, and there's no Steve around. It's a little bit, I don't know, very cold, sinister. I don't know. It doesn't feel because somebody else has lived in it. That's the thing. You have to think that somebody else has lived here for those 7 years. So it doesn't feel like my place anymore. It's still my place, of course, but it doesn't have that vibe, so that kind of sucks. Let's put it like that. I think this is, you see how I give myself answers? I don't have to get answers from anybody else. I can answer things myself. And I'm teaching you now. You see, you can do it also. If you reflect, you can give yourself the answer. Okay, let's go to something cute now. Show your apartment. Video quality is bad. Not everyone can be a good parent to kids or pets. Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. That's why you should have permission to be able to have a child. It shouldn't be like everybody's allowed to have a child. This is, I like to follow Australian foodie beauty and her husband. So let me tell you the introduction. So as you know, this is the foodie beauty from Australia. And I didn't like her at the beginning because I was like, you're copying foodie beauty. But in the end, I was wrong, and I'm ashamed about that. But at least I can admit it, because she was saying she was in Australia and wearing, like I was thinking she's copying foodie beauty. And she was kind of, she even admitted it, But in the end, her story is real, because she did go to Egypt, and she does have this Egyptian husband, or whatever he is to her. And you can see he doesn't really like the mukbangs, but now he's getting into it because he got used to it. It's cute. Let's just put it like that. The content is not cute, what they're doing and eating. No, not at all. The relationship and to watch them how they are is fucking cute. It's amazing. I love it. I like to watch, to observe these kind of things, the people, the relationship and how they behave to each other. Before, I should give a before video also, but before he hated it. He didn't talk. He didn't want to talk, and he was looking down all the time, and he was just doing it for her. But now he likes it because I think that he saw that he got good feedback from the people, people like him, and that gave him confidence. Check it out now. It's really cute. Did I put it fast forward? Because it's not important what they talk. I can even put it at 1.75. But it's really nice to see. This is happy content, And like I said, I thought that she was just what do you call it? There.
So
She's really living the traditional life amongst these people. You can see she's amongst Egyptian people. She's amongst them and she's living with them. It's like it's authentic, it's true. You can see it, So that's the thing. I never thought that she was and I never thought that she was going to stay there. I thought, okay, she arranged, to go there for a visit of 1 week or 2 weeks, and then she'll be back in Australia. She's doing it just for content. But no, I was wrong. My speculations, I was reaching, as they say, reaching. I was reaching too much, too far. I was reaching too far. Hi, besties. You see how he does it now? Also, he joins Hi, besties. It's just so cute. It really is.
We have got onions. We've got the garlic. Food.
I'm happy.
No, which you know we see on camera soon. We'll get more ingredients here. And this is molasses and chilies.
Do you not see the thumbnail that I'm showing the apartment? Do you not see it? You have to wait.
With that, let's get started and pour the chili on the egg oil. Maybe I'll take it out. That's spicy. Didn't come on.
Look at this. Check this out. This is amazing. Look at how much sauce she puts. I don't know what she has. She always surprises me. She puts so very much sauce. It's not normal. Look at it. And look at his face. Look at how much, just focus on how much sauce she's putting and focus on his face. Even he's amazed. He's like, how much fucking sauce are you putting? Check it out.
Someone corrected me in the comments.
Look.
My daughter was not a hurricane, she's in a cyclone.
Look.
If you guess which subject I favorite at school, it was geography, which
She's not stuffing.
So anyway, slightly along.
Look, he's looking at her. She's like, what are you doing?
Contact me during the cyclone when it actually hit over their house. And
look at him. Look at his face.
Power kept going out. She said, "Oh, Mom, I'll contact you when the power's back on." And this type of thing. There might not be any water for a few days. They're saying that for 3 to 7 days there won't be any power, and not to leave the house because it's too dangerous, basically. So
No, Craig, you didn't miss an apartment tour. Don't worry. Hi, Craig. Nice to see you. No worries. You didn't miss any apartment tour. It's to come. It's to come.
That was during the cyclone, so I haven't really heard from her since then. And I don't expect to, obviously, because she's either conserving her phone battery or the internet's off again, which happened during the storm also. Let's get one of these eggs and some onions. So yeah, I'm super worried. I probably shouldn't be. Take my besties.
Okay, it's not so interesting, but the thing is
your mom will understand.
What I'm telling you is, look at him. He is interesting for me. He and the relationship in between them is just interesting. I know it's probably just for me. I'm sure there's some other people, but not many. Look at her eat. Look at her eat at him.
So, aside from that, has been the issue of me receiving my post box or my postal package. It came from Australia.
Okay, let's fast forward. There's not much to see. I'm just like looking. I don't know. I just like looking at them together. The thing is, it's not really funny. I should take a video from before, when she just arrived there and he started, you can see the difference. But I'm not gonna bother now because everybody will be annoyed because they don't like this couple. I find them very interesting. I think that you're very limited mentally, that you cannot find interest in this. It really, honestly, it's so sad that people are limited mentally, that they can only, be negative or limited to subjects. They cannot vary their interests. They're focused on one thing. It's not good.
So Will and his family have been helping me to locate the post box and find out what's happening with it, basically.
I don't understand. She's sending her laptop. This doesn't make sense. And I can write her about it. But I think I already. She's been saying for a long time that she's waiting for her laptop that's been sent by the post. It's like, why did you not take your laptop? Who doesn't take their laptop with them when they're traveling? Question mark. Why is she keeping on saying that she's waiting for? It's such a mystery for me. It really is. And now they cannot locate the package. Is so weird. It's like Egypt is Egypt, but it's not. There's a post office. It's not. It's just how to say. You cannot just lose a package that's been sent. She's been waiting for this package for 2 months already. It doesn't make sense, and I don't know why she's saying the story because it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna write her in the comments actually because now it bothers me. Everybody remind me. I'm not gonna. I don't have a pen and paper here. That's the thing. I don't even fucking have a pen and paper. That's also what annoys me, like really much. I'm like, fuck, man, I don't have a pen and paper. And I'm like, why didn't I take from home? Why? But the thing is, from America home. But the thing is, I will tell you something. Did I tell you that? Yeah, no, I didn't tell you. Yeah, I did tell you in the live that I made that about I had to leave some things behind because I had too much luggage. And this annoys me. And the problem is, I cannot remember what I left behind. I remember a few things, like two things, but I don't remember all the other things. And then I thought to myself, no, I remember three, four things. And then I thought to myself, they're just things. If you don't realize that you are missing them, that doesn't matter. Then you didn't need them really much anyhow, and you can buy it again or whatever. So, but it is annoying. You must understand. It's really damn fucking annoying when you have to, leave some stuff behind. And the thing is, I'm telling you, I won't even write a complaint now. Maybe I should rather better do this than doing. Let's write an email to United. It's not from Austria because it was from the flight from Canton to Chicago. So that was United, but it went through Austria. But I should no, then I should not write United because it went through Austria. So I'm gonna write the Austrian Airlines that that it's ridiculous that wait, I almost lost my point. It's like, what am I gonna write? I want to complain and I forgot what I want to complain about. What the fuck? No, I'm gonna write that it is ridiculous that it, if you're over the limit in the American United and Airlines, if you're over wait, I'm getting messed up. If you're over uh if you're overweight your luggage, then you have to pay $200. And it doesn't matter the quantity. That is the fucked up part. This is where I'm getting at. That is messed up. What do you mean it doesn't matter the quantity? Because I said, okay, I'll pay the extra luggage. It's only like what, 2 or 3 pounds? No, 3 pounds or something. I said, I'll pay that. And they're like, no, it doesn't matter. Even if it's 1 pound, you still have to pay the $200. I was like, how does that make any sense? How the fuck does that make any sense? So I'm going to write this. I want to write it right now, and I don't have a pen I'm going to have to make a reminder on my computer. I don't have a pen and paper. I have to write myself an email. Compose to myself, to Melissa Newman. Subject, right, Austrian Airlines. ridiculous for £3 to charge $200. And on this USA flight, the luggage limit is of 25 kilos, whilst on Austrian international flight it is 30 kilograms. How can this work out? How can this work out? It should be allowed from the start of the journey, international journey. It should be allowed from the start of the international journey to take 30 kilograms. Okay, I wrote myself the email. I will fix this up and then I will send it to them tomorrow. Let's go. Let's continue. Thank you so much for waiting. If I get an answer, I will tell you about the answer. Don't worry. Australian foodie isn't upgraded yet. I mean, write the list on the phone. I already wrote a list. No, I didn't write a list because I don't have a pen, but I wrote it on the computer, a list that I have to buy. What I'm missing, I have to buy a round brush for my hair. I already bought some things the other day. But that's the thing, paper pen. But the thing is, paper pen, you have to go to, I don't know where I can, I'm sure that, no, the supermarket, I always check. You have to go to one of those stationery stores, no? I don't know if the supermarket has paper pen. I don't think so at all. And neither does the drugstore. The drugstore doesn't keep paper pen. I have to look for a stationery shop just to buy a fucking booklet and a pen. Imagine that. I could have taken that so easily from, okay, paper I could have, but the pen is the problem. That's the thing, I did write a little bit of a list, but I used my lipstick liner. But that's the thing I didn't write. I wrote just one thing, and then I saw that writing with my how you call it, the lip liner, it's not going to work out. It's just messy. So then I wrote a little list on the computer. But you need to have a pen. It doesn't work. The computer to write is not the same shit. You need to have pen and paper and lists like that. That's how I've been always, with you need to have it right in front of your eyes, not the computer. It's not the same effect. That's because probably I'm old school. I'm sure that the children from today, the new people from today, they don't find any difference. They're like, why the hell are you still writing with a pen and paper? I'm sure there's a lot of the young people that say, what is the point? Why are you writing with pen and paper? You're ridiculous. I'm sure I'm right about that one. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just about to start live streaming again.
She wants to live stream. But isn't this live? No, this is not live streaming. This is video. The travel weight to limit it to £50 and keep the pen suitcase to keep suitcase under waiting. Yeah, I know, Irene, you're right about that. My mother has one of those. My mother has what you're talking about. She does that. Keep paper and pen in your pocketbook also, yeah. Exactly. Thanks, Irene, for this advice.
So, what's the panic? What's the panic?
Look. Look at him now eating the egg, and he's making sounds. Listen, I don't know. It's so cute. I find it so cute because now he's trying to be, cooperative. Look. Thank you. They always feed each other. It's funny. It's
vegetarian. But it's dippy.
dippy dippy. I don't know how you cannot find this funny. Look at him. She's just staring. She's just glaring into the camera, and he's just looking around.
Sorry, maybe it's egg oil. I found.
I'm sorry if you don't find it funny. I can understand if you don't find it funny. Raccoons with their hands into its food. I'm sure a gas station or a food store will have a pen. Yeah, you're right about that one. That's true. Good point. I also don't have a walkable gas station. No, but I can get. It's just tram gas station is for me what 2 stations of tram or 3 stations.
What have I eat?
The public transport is really good here, I have to tell you, and they're now making U5, a new line that's gonna make things even more faster. Yeah, it's in construction right now. I'm telling you, the public transport is so great, and I don't here I think public transport in general is great. Everybody should have public transport. But here in Vienna, it's fantastic. It is just fantastic. It is so pleasant and so nice, and you're like walking or journey, and like it really is. And I'm telling you also something. If I wouldn't have gone on the treadmill and done my treadmill thing, I would not have been able to do what I'm walking around. I would have not been able to. If I would have not done that, I tell you, I would not even have been able to get up the 3 stairs to this apartment that I have to get to. I wouldn't have been able to do anything. Maybe to the supermarket, but it's really good that I did the treadmilling, because otherwise I would not have been able to do anything. I was thinking, today when I was walking, I was like, oh my God, Emma, how would you have done this? How would you have done this 1 year ago? Just 1 year ago. And I was imagining myself, how I was, I was imagining, myself, trying to do all of the walking that I did today, in my condition that I was, before. I would have died. No, I would have died. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
One more, this one.
I even wonder how many steps I took today. I took a lot of steps. That's the thing. I should have this thing to record, because on the treadmill you can see how much you do, but you have I should activate the phone thingy for the counting steps.
Maybe this Claudia know this Claudia. Anyone knows what calories like in Belgian secret?
Thank you, Irene. They're eating. I don't know. They sometimes describe it, but in the end, we don't know yet. It's just Egyptian food. There's only Egyptian cuisine. I've never seen them eat, something that's the thing. I wonder sometimes, does she really like it? Or does she eat something secretly? Or I don't know. For me, it's really weird, because if you look at her videos from when she was in Australia, she was not different, still the same, but she was eating, good stuff, stuff that I'm not saying that this is bad, but I'm saying that if you're not used to it, like you still want to have, like, I don't know. I don't know what examples now to give. You still want to have pizza, and you still want to have those foods, burger and like that. I'm just saying American food. No, actually, what pizza is not American, but a good point. What they eat. Usually, she says it, but we never understand what's going on here. And they always have chips. I've seen chips served, and don't understand why would anybody serve chips with anything. Chips are chips. But what I'm telling you is that I've seen chips served with some. I don't know. I don't remember with what, but with something. something with meat, a burger or ribs or something like that. But they eat it like a side dish all the time with food. For me, chips is a snack, not to eat with food. I eat it, when after the food, after a few hours, when I'm snacking, if I'm snacking.
Yeah.
But everybody's different, I'm not saying anything. It's not bad or good. Round hairbrush, pen, paper, travel weight scale, extra suitcase. Thank you, Irene. You're so sweet. You're so sweet that you even remembered. You remembered my list for me.
Oh my gosh, how many ones? Of course, I'm pretty crazy about eggs. I just want to eat them every day.
That's the thing. Also, the thing with the eggs. Tell me, guys. I'm not. I know there's a lot of cultures that eat egg, and even in Asia, Indonesia, on fried rice, you put fried egg and all that. But to eat boiled eggs like this, in sauce, I don't know what to say. It's not something pleasant at all for me, but for them, okay.
Especially spicy eggs.
In Bali, they also do it. In some dishes, yeah.
It's quite
I
nice
remember.
oily sauce mix. So, where should Mariam and Well go for Egypt? Go watch what? Pyramids? What?
Look, they're talking about. Do you see how she's trying to involve him? Look at her mouth. Why she also eats weird. Do you see she's trying, hey, while his name is Weil. She's like, hey, Weil. She's trying to involve him, and they're gonna go on a trip to make some content to the pyramids or something. I don't know. Let's hear. You see, this is why does she eat like that? I know it's for shock content, not shock, but for people not to look away and to view. But she's next to her husband, and with all that stuff on her chin and mouth. You know what I mean? Isn't it weird? No, any woman would wipe her chin. Any person, even a child would wipe themselves. Okay, not a small child, but you know what I'm talking about.
So
What's the thing on her? Now she's wiping herself.
Historical
You
sites.
see, did she heard me? Did you see? No, I'm just joking.
Thing. What's the it's like many people are still learning Arabic. But I know that a lot of my followers actually speak Arabic, so and some only speak English. So, guys, if you can speak both, like, help us out. Like I said, I'm still learning Arabic.
Yeah, she is learning. That's the thing I'm telling you, because he talks. He talks in Arabic sometimes, and she knows like what he's saying, spices, chilies, a few things, a few words. It's very motivating and interesting to see. Very, very, very. How to say mysterious. What is she doing there? Like, honestly, okay, YouTube content, I guess, yeah, but now she's making. That's the thing. Before she wasn't making. Let's check it out, actually. Let's see how many subscribers. She didn't grow subscribers. She's still at 3.37. That's not much subscribers. But she gets like 2 weeks ago 800 views. Anyways, it's better than before. Is that what she's doing there? Just making this kind of content and surviving from that? And staying. This is the thing. This is the mystery. I want to know. I want to know more. What is up? She has no friends. She has literally nobody, no friends, not her dog. And I'm thinking, why? Tell me why. She left the dog and her daughter in Australia, and this is how she's living there. You see with the sauce, how much she always with the sauce. Okay. Look, he's also with this, but he doesn't put so much. Let's see, what else do you want to talk about? It's hard. You see people struggle. This is the thing. It is very hard to entertain. It is not easy. And some people are frustrated because they want to be entertainers like me, but they cannot. But it is it is what it is. At least I can say it's that the way. The thing is it's very hard to be an entertainer. And because you have to talk, you have to find subjects, S Jam doesn't know what to talk about except the cats and the dog and some food. She is now not knowing what to talk about. It's hard. You see, he speaks Arabic to her. Do you see? So that means that she understands. Or with the hands like that. But in Bali, I also eat with my hands like that. But it's just so weird when you see it like that on camera. She has also. She really has. It's not a bad thing, but she has huge hands. She really does have huge hands. You have to say it is what it is. She has really, really big hands. I think for a woman. Look, don't you find? They're not fat hands. They're just big. There's really huge. She also makes sounds. Google says comfortable cost of living in Egypt is 500 US dollars. Yeah, but what do you mean? What does it matter? Because she in Australia, she has you know, what do you think she's living there because she cannot afford to live in Australia? Where does her daughter and the dog and come? It's not. I don't believe that she cannot afford. That's why the reason why she moves there. But it's a good suggestion. But I don't think it is the reason because it's cheap. Yeah, she's losing weight. I will tell you this. Because I can see from her structure. I can see from the videos. You can look yourself. She's losing weight there. Yeah, not much, but she's. Well, you should have seen the things she was eating before. I should have prepared her before and after, but whatever. You should have seen the things she was eating before, like completely different. No, actually now I feel like showing her before. So I make a point because otherwise, I'm like just because I'm lazy to pull up the thingy. That's not okay. Videos oldest. We go oldest. Okay, here. Look, her old videos. That's the thing. Look at her. Before she didn't have views, but now her old videos even have views. Good for her. She kind of did it, just like Rosie, and I also, Rosie started very small but she made it. And now this one also just following, being insistent, and she makes it. I can't believe that her videos got so many views now. Like what? This one, let's look at this one. Okay, hold on. I have to put you on track. I'm not putting you on track. Here. I put on speed because it's not like we're listening to the sound. Hey, Random Fish. It's so nice to see you, Random Fish. Yeah, today I don't have much to talk about. I'm just covering a bit of things, so I keep my channel also with reacting, because I don't want to stay, reacting and showing interesting things, what I find interesting. So look, here's how much she's eating. Okay, we don't have to see her eating, but look, boom. Okay, she doesn't finish it, but just waving. But you see, and here, no, it's different. I find she's different, and of course, she's eating different foods. Not burgers, not fries, not fried, nothing fried. There's no fried stuff. She's not eating fried food. That's why she's doing it. Not
considering coming to foreign countries to get
not
married to
oil, not oily stuff.
particularly with these indigenous places. Don't come if you want to be on a diet.
Don't come if you want to be on a
Because guess
diet.
what? Eat more, eat more. Okay, and avoid Western men. Don't let them hold you fat.
That's true.
No. You're just gonna
That's
stay
true. I know that also. They're like, they push people. They're like feeders. Yeah, that's exactly the right word. They are feeders. I don't know. They're raised that way. Their family teaches you have to tell people to eat. It's eat, eat, eat. It's just a weird way.
And everybody eats, and it's just normal to eat in these countries. There is no stigma attached to food. It's just enjoyment. Do you understand? I'm excited to like these. So this was really messy one.
So yeah, I'm done with this.
Maybe give me like a health rating for the
I find it entertaining to see how he's adapting and transforming into liking YouTube and also saying DP DP and bye besties, hello besties. I find it very cute, entertaining, and I like to follow them. So I follow them, and I know not many people like them, but I don't care, because here I just talk about what I find interesting. I cannot regard what everyone else thinks, because everyone thinks something different. You cannot please everybody. So we watched a little bit of this, and then I want to show you something shocking that I already made a video about it. I think it was yesterday I made a video about it, but I want to talk about it more. I want to say this guy, do you see? This is the new scammer. Well, he's not that new, but he's new in the scamming community. Scamming community. And wait. Look at the views he has. This is one my point. I'm like, not only that he's a scammer and we're gonna listen to how asshole he is, what an asshole this guy is, but we're going to look at, do you see that he has, can you see? Yes, you can see 84,000 views in 1 month. It doesn't matter the time, but alone 84,000 views. Do you see this? How is this possible? And 10,000 likes. So it's like, okay, let us see what's he talking about? What makes it so interesting that he gets all these likes and views? But keep in mind the title, he's using a title, he's clickbaiting all the time. Like me with the apartment today. But no, it's just because I want to tease people, because the people are so annoying me with show your apartment, show your apartment. So I want it to be annoying back, to make them curious, and for them to be eager to satisfy their curiosity. And it's like, no, I'm not giving it to you. I'm teasing. No. If they're mean to me, I have to be mean back. This is it in a childish way. I'm not mean in a mean way like other people are, negative and hateful. I'm mean in a funny way back. Okay, so let's check out this guy's content. Why? Let's put it on fast speed. It is that he uses in the clickbait, title clickbait. God performed a miracle on me, so I am turning Christian. Oh, okay, God. Look at the words God, miracle, Christian. You know what I mean?
So people end up seeing their psychotic sides. It actually made me have repulsiveness to Christianity. A lot of atheists or people that does not believe God exists are those types, highly analytical, logical, they need proof, love science and math. Like, I'm exactly that. So I never really thought I would become actually fully a Christian. One thing I will say before anything else is that I will not be fucking with the church. I will not be going to church, and
You see?
I'm going to be focusing on my personal relationship with God. And if I need to study the Bible,
Look at how weird. Look at how weird. Did he say I'm not going to church, or did he say I'm not effing with the church? Wait.
I will say before anything else is that I will not be fucking with the church.
Yeah, he says this. Do you hear that? That is so terrible. I'm not like strong, but you don't use that word together with church and all that. I will not be effing with the church. What the hell? And he has so many likes. And what is wrong with people? What is
I'm
wrong
going
with
to church, and I'm going to be focusing on my personal relationship with God. And if I need to study the Bible, I'll do it.
personal
No matter what, I will not
relationship
be going to
with
church
God?
because for my own
Bullshit.
personal reasons, I really don't want to focus on the feeling I get from the
Asshole.
judgmentalism I feel
What
from
an
when I go to
asshole.
churches. I don't want to hear about pastors' personal experience and how people's miracles are performed on people with chronic illnesses or
Don't you find
advertisements
the
of
super
fellowship between
asshole,
the
this
religious and the
asshole?
spirit of the church. All in all, the one thing that made me decide I do want to become a Christian is that all of that got shattered yesterday and today. So the thing about my mental health on this,
And my mental health illness, there's so many people, guys, I'm telling you, today it's like in 3 people, every 1 in 3 people, no. Yeah, 1 in 3 people, I'm not getting my facts right. 1 in 3 people has mental health issues. It's like, and what annoys me is that he said that I still have a little bit of Tourette's syndrome. You can see it's not in this video. You will see this in the video I made yesterday about him. You will see his face, and there it's where he mentions this. I still have a little bit of Tourette's syndrome. It's like you cannot have a little bit. It doesn't. Tourette's syndrome doesn't heal. You don't heal from Tourette's syndrome, or do you? It's like, no, you're stupid. You can heal from. I don't think you can heal from that. I still have a little bit. These people are, and the people that lie are stupid. It just shows you how many fools and how many stupid people are in this world. And this just makes me, that's why I say, it's terrible.
once every like 1 or 2 months, I have like literally a psychotic breakdown. My hands start shaking. My body
Have
feels
a
sick,
psychotic breakdown and my hands start shaking. Look, what an asshole.
and it's maybe like it lasts for like 3 or 4 days. It's
It
like
lasts for
like
3 or 4
where I have
days.
mental breakdown, like a psychotic fucking breakdown. I can't talk to people. I can't. Everything feels wrong. It feels like everybody's trying to attack me. It feels like I don't have a life purpose and there's no reason for me to exist in this world. It's also the period of a couple of days after this happens is when I'm most prone to making bad decisions, doing stupid stuff, harming myself or others, and it's just
Harming
the
myself.
time I usually try to not even try to. I just get so depressed and like anxious to the point I just isolate myself basically, right?
The thing is, what I dislike is if you go look at his page and his other videos, to be that kind of person like that he's talking about right now. This is just how you call it, manipulation talk. It's obvious to me, and that he doesn't feel ashamed. Like, because he's even pushing it for me. I think that he's pushing it. It's disgusting already.
So it started 2 days ago, but it's been a good month before it happened, so I knew it was coming. From yesterday, I felt ill in the head, like I'm used to. It's a very painful.
You should see, and people send him, like this how much he got in on this one. Look, $99 in every video he makes. He gets like about $200, just like not super chat, but whatever you call it. Yeah, kind of. It's the same like super chat, I presume. $19, $49, 1,000 yen, $49, $99, $49, $4, $20, just alone in this $10, $9. Oh my God, 100 pounds, 49 alone in this video, dudes, people he made. And you cannot tell me that I don't have interesting content, yeah? Okay? Alone in this video, this guy made, I'm telling you, $500. $500 in super chat. It doesn't even end. Look, it's still going. It's still going. $99. He made more than 500. Are you crazy? with this story that he's giving out, with this manipulation story. My mental health, and no. It's like it's still going 20. Okay. Another $9. It's still going. Oh, 20 again. 10. Okay. Another 20, another 25. Do you see what I'm talking about? $99, another nine. He made $1,000 in this one. He made $1,000 easy. $40, it's still going. Still going. 20 Czech francs. Are you insane? Okay, it's done. It's easy. Did you see all those numbers? All those numbers. And it's not fair because it's not fair content. It's grifting. It's, look at all those numbers. It's not fair because it's grifting. It's not right. It's not, he's not making this money out of talent. That's the thing. It's not honest money. I have a little bit of Tourette's syndrome still. What? Come on.
For the next couple of days, like when this happens, with everything, even literally my vision, like where I see, it comes out, I'll start to, and a lot of guys
No,
to get mental.
I don't have. He says this, Random Fish. He said in another video that he I don't have Tourette's. No, he said in another video that I made yesterday, I made a video about him. And in that video that I made about him, he said that to people that, again, he struggled with mental health and that he still has a little bit of Tourette's syndrome. So I was just imitating him, I have a little, but he said it that he has it, a little bit. And my point is that he has no Tourette's. You can see that he doesn't have, and Tourette's, it doesn't heal. You cannot say, I still have a little. Tourette's is not healable. And it's amazing that people don't spot that out from the very beginning. It's just mind-boggling to me.
Health, sort it out, like get the medicating, go start getting counseling so I can get myself better. But
Why is it a grift?
actually, I'm making.
Look at his other videos around. No, I should show the other. 84K views 1 month ago. Do you think that this is honest content? You don't think that this is manipulation? He says that he's homeless, but he lives in hotels. Look, let's check out his videos. No. Look at his. Do you feel sorry for this guy? You think that this guy should get $1,000 super chats? Homeless workout vlog, mukbang. Using the word homeless, workout, vlog, and mukbang. No, that's not clickbait at all. Mental health, job, update mental health. Homeless journey. Again, next video. Homeless, kicked out of shelter. Homeless immigrant, mukbang. You think this guy's honest? You want to tell me, Random Fish, that this is honest content? That he should be making $1,000 from a video like this? Plus all the views, what he makes? Do you think that this is okay? This is decent? Okay, let's continue. Homeless, we already said that one. Okay, here no homeless. But you can see by the views and everything. Here again, what it's really like being homeless for 2 months, my experience. The thing, he's never really homeless. It's all faked. It's all staged. It's all staged. And the thing is, what's weird is he doesn't have so many subs. He only got 8.5K subs. It's not a lot. And 71 videos. But yet, because he does all this clickbait, I don't know how he got such views, that he has so many views, okay, these are fresh. He doesn't have too many here, but still he has 5K, 3K, 4K. But look at here, you go 31K. Okay, only that one, it has very many. Why does that one, homeless, kicked out of shelter? Yeah, of course, people, yeah, that. And he got kicked out of the shelter, and then he went to a hotel or something like this, yeah. And then he didn't go to the hotel for one day. He took the hotel for 1 week. Of course, he can take the hotel for 1 week if he gets in one video $1,500 or something. No shit. What homeless? Are you crazy? Again, what the experience? Okay, where you showed that? Yeah, basically. So that's why I say this is not all right. It's disgusting. It disgusts me. It's not true talent. It's not an authentic story. It's using mental health and Tourette's for the wrong purpose, and it's not even. He doesn't even have it. It's like, I don't know how to say it, false of use or something like that. So that's why I find it really terrible. Terrible. It just shows you how stupid the people are. You can fool them so easy, and then you can see how nasty people are, how far they can go with stories, and like that. Okay, we're done this one. Of course he's lying. He probably means this place. No, he's lying. Go look at his page and you will understand, because you're smart, random fishy, and if you just look at his page, you will put it together. It's not hard. Hey, Eggy Toast. Is your flat a council flat, Bali? What does that mean? Council. What is council? Okay, and then? Yes, it is Eggy Toast. You're right. I got it from my grandmother. I got it from my grandma. It is from the war. It was given to my grandmother, my grandfather in the wartime, because my grandfather was in World War II. And they built this apartment zone, how you call it, area, whatever. It's beautiful with garden and whatever, everything. But because it's built in the wartime, it's an old one. You have still the passages, the passage. It's really cool that you still have the passages and everything from wartime. I will show you tomorrow. What I'm talking about. It's hard for me to explain, but it's really interesting. You still have that structure and everything like from the wartime, those small passages. And I go through the passage. I don't go through the main entrance. I always go through the passage. It is cool. It's super cool. And but the thing is, I will tell you, it's terrible because I have the old one from my grandma. Yeah, I have the old one from my grandma that was passed on, but the rent is really, really cheap. It's really good. I'm very lucky, because it's from my grandmother. They cannot change. There's some kind of condition. They cannot change the rent until the family name, doesn't take it anymore. It's some condition like that. I don't know. Don't ask me. And the thing is that I still have that rent. They can raise it a little bit, according to it, but they cannot raise it a lot, They cannot, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, the rent I have is almost impossible to find. And it's still from the war zone. But I made a video clip today, but it did not download. I was in the 5th district and I made a video clip. I don't know why. I have to upload it. That's the thing. I fucking didn't upload it. So I have to upload that, and you will see people in the park and everything, people chilling, in the grass, and then you will see my friend. My friend has a building. He's a builder. He builds things, like he builds things, not houses, apartment buildings and buildings in the city. And he's now in the main city center. He has 2 projects. And today we saw the project in the 5th district. And the next time we're going to go in the 1st district. Today we were in the 5th district. And he's making exactly for the government also a new building just for the government. But you should see, I saw the plan of the, it's amazing. Then they will have such a nice, in a nice, my area is also nice, but they will have such a nice modern apartment thing that it's almost like a gift, and it's like, and I asked him, who's gonna get those nice apartments? He's like, people with connections. He's like, people with connections, but he's like, though, he's like, it's amazing, what they use the money for, the tax and whatever government money, to make such nice. I'm like, why do they do that? He's like, in order to show prestige, not to show prestige, to raise the value of the city, and that kind of makes sense. But then it's like, why the fuck do I'm still having this old one with the three staircases, and everything is old, but it's interesting. It's kind of, I like it. It's historic. It has its thing. It has a vibe to it. But the staircase, I want an elevator. Why can't they at least, it's impossible. You cannot put an elevator with this architecture. But it's just hard to do the stairs. It's really hard. And you have to think now, okay, now I'm not traveling very much, but I used to travel a lot. With the suitcase, how hard it is, three stairs. Going down is shit, but possible. But you know how hard it is with a big suitcase, to go three stairs up. So yeah, I complained and I talked about my apartment because you asked about it, so I told you. You watch Call Them in my show. Interesting how life was in England, the past. How different it is to the US. Yeah, yeah. History. The history is very interesting. But you're right. No millionaire should have a council flat, but they do by cheating the system. Yeah, and that they're gonna get such nice flats. I saw it. It's like, it's amazing. It's amazing how nice it's so nice. I have the video I'm gonna show, but you only see the outside. You cannot see the inside how it's designed. I saw the design of the inside, but you can see the outside that it looks not like any kind of government owned. Irina, my suitcase, yes, has wheels. But you cannot drag the wheels up the stairs because you will make a noise. It's heavy suitcase. You cannot do it. It will go tuk, tuk. It will make too much noise. Everybody will be like, "What the hell?" You have to lift it up. You cannot make that noise. Yeah, I'm gonna Eggy, I'm gonna upload the video after this. I'm gonna upload the video after this with the you'll see, and you'll see the whole thing. It's gonna be interesting. You'll like it. You'll like the video. I'll upload it after this. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go because there's nothing to talk about. I did talked about some interesting things, sad things with the child, happy, funny things, psychology, studying, the foodie beauty, Australian foodie beauty with her husband, eating together. And then now I showed you this amazing thing with this guy with how many views, how he's cheating, saying he's mentally sick, and he gets $1,000 super chat per video. $1,000. Did you not see? I showed you. If you can go back and see it again, or you can go check his own, yourself, his website, not website, channel. And yeah, now I still want to see what she's doing today, but I think I will leave it here, guys. I said a small hello, and tomorrow is a new day. I will upload the interesting video right now. And I say thank you for hanging out, just chilling, a bit. And keep in mind, so I don't feel lonely and I don't feel completely, ripped apart from the life that I'm used to. Let's put it like that. The life that I'm used to. Now I'm back in the life like before, but everything is, cold. It's not, like the vibe that I left. It's not like it was when I left. It doesn't have that feeling. But the feeling will come back, I have to just also do a little bit, arranging. how I like it, and yeah, everything will be fine. So I thank you for the hugs. Thank you so much. And Irene, thank you so much. Thank you so very much for hanging out and giving me care, and you really see, this is the thing, because sometimes I think, is there a point to come, but I'm like, there's good people, out there, that I just have haters. It's normal that I have haters, but I think even the haters got bored of me. Honestly, I think at some point they get bored. They're like, oh, we cannot pick on her, there's nothing really to pick on now, what are we going to pick on, so they're like, okay, boring, let's move on to the next subject, which is a good thing. Random Fish, Irene, Eggy, I say thank you so very much. And Craig, also, you came by. Thanks so much for hanging out. And I wish you all a good evening or a day wherever you are. Like my friend Breezy says, that's how she ends. A good day. I don't know exactly, but it was something like this. I wish you a good day or something wherever you are. And I wish that to you too. And with that, I say peace, peace, peace. Bye bye.